For us, engines are life. We always tried our best to offer excellent products to our customer, who loves the sport just as much as we do. For this reason, one of the pillars of our corporate philosophy is the attention to study and research in order to achieve high-quality standards in production.
The MOSTER 185 is one of the engines on which Vittorazi has experimented with the most. The heart of production for over 10 years, on which much of the company research has focused over the years, raising its level time by time. It is the engine that has enabled to achieve the most important objectives over the years, the engine with which various races and championships have been won, records achieved, and the most difficult challenges faced. Over time, different versions have been made and updates have been made that have allowed the improvement of different components of the product, improving performance, making it simpler to use and more reliable. In the meantime, thanks to the experience acquired and thanks to the observation of what was happening around the world, the company has been creating stricter and more critical procedures for testing in order to have even more reliable stress results on the engines in a short time. Working on the definition of each project on engines and then on trials and testing, there is a high-level team composed of several figures, including engineers and specialized technicians. They carry out a complete teamwork. This is a real company practice, which has also been applied in the case of the creation of the MOSTER 185 2020.
Today, the MOSTER 2020 model is the result of this long process of perfecting procedure and test.
For this model, we carried out many tests on various prototypes. The intent was to achieve a product of maximum reliability and resistance. The research work lasted many months and focused on specific elements. The main change made is the addition of a second joint, for which we made a specific study of the profiles. Thorough research has been made to identify its correct positioning so that it was not subjected to excessive vibrations and the risk of blockage. The advantage of having a second joint is remarkable: greater freedom of the system and interruption of the transfer of vibrations from the engine to the exhaust. Both reduce the load on the manifold, created by the weight and acceleration of the exhaust. One of the main pieces of work was that of the bronze bush, a system that we invented in the field of paramotor engines. Today, the bronze bush has a larger diameter and different materials, which allow for a better flow in the short and long term compared to the previous version, and a duration of 50 hours. We have also made the springs more discharged, to make the movement of the exhaust more fluid, so there is less stress on the manifold. A large study was also carried out on the reinforcement of the manifold area, working first by computer with mechanical stress simulations. Then, load tests were carried out in the laboratory, and finally, stress tests on the test bench to approve the study that had been carried out previously. We have decided to reinforce the manifold with a double rib welding system, which offers greater safety with a considerable increase in resistance and a more stable and repeatable manufacturing process in this critical part.
All the work done on these components has allowed to create a final product of excellence. Thus, the 2020 model retains the established quality of the MOSTER 185 model, and the resistance of the engine in any type of condition is further strengthened. A great deal of field testing has also been done. The tests have been done for months, and the results obtained are important. Today, it can be said that this is an all-terrain engine, suitable for all types of terrains and situations. Extreme and long-lasting tests have also been made, in which the engine was subjected to particular shocks. Here are some of the most significant tests to show in detail what happens to the engine in these situations.
This type of tests are very important. We have created them inside the company and they are much more harsh and extreme compared to traditional tests. They allow us to discover all the possible problems in the short term so we can intervene accordingly. However, it's always good to remember that these are not usual tests, they are dangerous and the engine must not be in these situations during normal use.